hello. I'm Janet Morana, the Executive Director of Priests for Life. Welcome to Just Ask Janet. Well, I know many of you are feeling very uneasy right now, aren't you? I mean, with all the news in the media, first of all, an attempt to kill Justice Kavanaugh, horrible, disgraceful. Several pregnancy centers have been attacked. I mean, this is really scary times we are in. And so, therefore, I think pro life people must be wondering, like, well, what are we going to be doing over the next month or two? This summer. The other side, they want to have a summer of rage. I think we have to have a summer of engage. We have to engage each other with good pro life information so we can have civil conversations about abortion because the other side is totally unhinged. I have a solution for you. You might want to think about going to Chicago this summer. Now, you might say, Janet, Chicago? Oh my gosh, the crime rate there. Trust me, this is going to be in a little suburb right outside of Chicago called Schaumburg, Illinois. And I'm talking about going to the Catholic Marketing Network Conference. And joining me today is their Director of Communications and Event Planning, Cathy Gilmore. Cathy, welcome to the program.
I'm so excited to be with you, Janet. This is great.
Well, just like I said, there's so much rage on the other side. And I just want to quickly say, like, can they all calm down? Overturning Roe v. Wade will not ban abortion in the whole United States of America. Moms will still be able to kill their babies, unfortunately. There are states still passing laws, abortion till birth. The good news is the pro-life states, the states that want to protect moms and babies, will be able to do so. And it will take the whole argument out of the judicial branch of government and put it back to the legislature so that the will of the people of that area can happen. And so I think, Cathy, we're in this feeling of people are kind of saying, I don't know if I should show I'm pro-life. Maybe I'll get attacked. But I'm suggesting they come to the Catholic Marketing Network Conference this summer in Schaumburg, Illinois, because I think they'll not only get their soul refreshed, their spirit lifted, but they're going to learn so much. So tell us a little bit about the background of Catholic Marketing Network so they understand what we're talking about.
Sure.
And then we'll kind of discuss a little bit more about the conference.
Absolutely. Yeah. Catholic Marketing Network was an effort begun by Alan Napleton over 25 years ago. Janet, you've been friends with Alan over all of these years, and he was a successful businessman involved in business development. He wanted to bring that skill to the Catholic space, and that took the shape of a trade show where people would come, and anyone publishing Catholic books, anyone making Catholic products would all come together with the people that would help in the distribution. So stores, ministries, shrines, all those kinds of people that would be part of that next step of the process, so that together we'd work for evangelization. And that worked really well for many years. And then with the advent of technology and online everything, that has disrupted that whole way we do things. And so what CMN has done is we still have that foundation of our trade show. So those stores and those publishers and those suppliers are all still gathering, but now we are layering conference experiences on top of that so that our stores can do what they need to do and be in solidarity with the people that share their passion. And so this is where our conversation today comes in.
Right. And of course, when you said expand, so like we said, there'll be a big expo hall because even if you're not a bookstore, if you register for the conference, you will be able to walk the floor and see so many of the beautiful products and books. And I mean, I always marvel at the beautiful statues. And I know a lot of times the last day of the show, they'll actually sell some of their samples to the people coming through, which is it's great because you're getting a big discount on a beautiful statue, you know?
Right.
But then the other thing is there's another little mini meeting of the Catholic Writers Guild, right? So maybe you're a person who at this point has only self-published a book. You want to know how to get to the next level. Well, come for the Catholic Writers Guild part because they have workshops, don't they? Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are so pleased that our event has been able to be a sponsor for the Catholic Writers Guild live conference for many years as well. And so it's they start on the event actually is this summer, July 25th through the 28th. So the first day is all about anybody who's a Catholic entrepreneur, retailer. There's seminar sessions to help you up your game and find new resources, and that's going to be, and there's a little mini pilgrimage to the Colby Shrine on Monday. Well, then Tuesday starts the conference track for the authors. So the Writers Guild have all kinds of things which help you polish the craft of writing, help you connect with people who are other Catholic writers in solidarity, and get opportunities to meet and talk to and interact with publishers and publishing companies who are exhibiting at our event. And so there's a lot of great synergy for anyone who feels called to be in the Catholic writing space. And that's nonfiction as well as fiction. They really want to be creating good quality fiction with a Catholic worldview. That's what the Writers Guild, their dream is to really up the game in terms of our entertainment.
And of course, now this year, there's another layer. Well, first of all, I want to also tell everyone for the Catholics that there's daily mass, there's an adoration chapel throughout the conference. There's a Divine Mercy Chaplet. Priests like Father Chris Alar, Father Frank Pavone, and others will be there. There's opportunities for confession. So it actually, right, Cathy, becomes a little mini retreat woven into the workshops, the exhibit hall. So for those of you who might feel like, with these times we're in, I need to refresh my soul. That's another layer, isn't it? And wasn't that inspired by Father Apostoli, right?
Well, I know that Alan had Father Apostoli as his personal advisor in doing everything he did with the CMN. And between the two of them, they always said that if Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament wasn't at the event, they didn't want to have it. Because if Jesus wasn't physically there in a personal way, it wasn't worth doing. And so we've made that a centerpiece. And now this year, I'm so excited. We've partnered with a company called We Adore Him that is a piece of online software for scheduling Eucharistic adoration. So we're going to have 24-hour Eucharistic adoration in the vicinity of Chicago, praying to pour grace down on Chicago and Illinois and these places that need it so much. So it's going to be a very spiritually refreshing time.
Okay, so now let's remind everyone the website to go to where they can register for the conference.
Absolutely. The easiest way to do it, where you can see everything, is go to catholicmarketing.com and go to our event page. And then you'll see all the different things about being part of it as an exhibitor and everything. But if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see the registration link and all these other conference tracks that you and I are talking about today.
That's great. And let's remind them of the date. It begins on Monday, July
the 25th
Okay,
through Thursday, July the 28th.
Okay,
and for people that aren't necessarily involved in the Catholic business space and they just want to come and be part of this amazing event, they can come for just Wednesday, Thursday. You can come for the whole thing, but those special extra conference tracks are focused on Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay, so now let's talk about Wednesday, Thursday for a minute. There's going to be Wednesday evening, right? A big pro-life celebration, isn't there?
Correct. Because what we've done this year is we've brought on board the Law of Life Summit. And that is going to have all kinds of stuff that we'll be talking about that's happening through those 2 days. But what we think is beautiful is for everyone who's coming to the summit, for everyone who's coming to Momentum, they get to get tickets for this celebration of life dinner. We're taking a moment with David B. Wright and Catherine Hadrow and other special guests to really celebrate what God has done for the cause of life, to get us where we are. And
Right.
so then we're motivated and energized going forward. So that's Wednesday night. And so then, even if people in the Chicago area, especially, or in that region, want to come for part of it, but they can't take off work, they can still feel like they're part of this really powerful event.
So
So
they
that's
could
what I'm
they could
excited about.
register then, Kathy, just for the banquet Wednesday night if they're
They can.
local and like you said, they can't get off from work, but they could be part of it. And to remind them, Catherine Howdrow, she's from EWTN, isn't she? Nightly News.
She was. Now she is off doing some different things, but people got to know her as this pro-life voice on EWTN. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And so that celebration of life, which, like I said at the beginning of the program, we know we're going to see based on the Alito draft that was leaked, the overturning of Roe v. Wade. And so, Father Pavone and I have been saying we still have to celebrate. This is a milestone victory.
Yes.
Our job isn't done. The work continues. But we should take a pause
Right.
to celebrate the victory of all the pro-life groups working for decades for this moment now, where finally we can have more of a say in whether or not a region has or doesn't have abortion. We're going to celebrate. So I think this is perfect, Kathy, for people who are in the area.
Mhm.
Maybe you can't come to the whole conference, or maybe you don't think it interests you, but the celebration of life, we should pack the hall. And
Exactly.
let's remind them, go to catholicmarketing.com and you
Correct.
could just register for just the banquet, right?
Correct. Absolutely. Yeah. That's the beauty, is that we're giving people options based on their own availability. So
Right.
it's going to work out well.
That's great. Now, during the day Wednesday, I know Laura Life Summit is going to have some speakers. I know Father Pavone and I are both doing a workshop, I believe, on Wednesday. I
Mhm.
might be doing another one on Thursday, and then there'll be more events on Thursday. And then in the room where we're doing the talks, I know there. I spoke to Royce Hood, who's in charge of Laura Life Summit, and there's going to be tables along the edges of the room where pro-life groups are going to have literature. And I think with this overturning of Roe, people are going to want to have what's new. What should I do now? Oh, what? Let me get this brochure. Let me see about that. So I think it's almost like Holy Spirit moment that they can come and get energized, get refreshed, but then walk away with some good tools and resources, right?
Absolutely. That, and when you think about the group that, God bless Royce, he has really stepped up to be the organizer for this. He has done the Law of Life Summit for many years at the Pro-Life March in DC, where he gathers together all of these powerhouse speakers and advocates for life together so people can hear and see and talk and all that. Well, now, because of what's happening this summer, we talked and he was like, I think this is, because of the time and the momentum event, the venue that we have for it, it's the right place for us to gather and basically plan the future of the pro-life movement from going forward on now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I know I've been coming to the Catholic Marketing Network for many years now with Father Pavone. And I have to say, Kathy, I always learn something new. I always pick up a few new books to read. So I really want to encourage people that this is such a unique opportunity. And again, it's in Schaumburg, Illinois. You would fly into O'Hare or Midway, actually, either one. And like I said, it's in what's the hotel? Is
It's
it
the Marriott Schaumburg Renaissance
okay?
Convention Center. And what I love about it is sometimes you go to an event and you have to go in and out of buildings to get where you need to go. But this
Hmm.
particular hotel and conference complex, you literally just take the elevator from your room, walk down a hallway, and you're there. You've got all the
Right.
conference spaces, the expo hall, everything seamlessly together. And you never know how the weather's going to be in July. It might be hot. And so you're in cool comfort the whole time.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm telling you, I really, really are hoping people are going to take advantage of this because there's just so much going on right now. But let's talk about some of the people that you've invited. Let's start with the clergy. I know it's, Father Pavone will be there.
Mhm.
Let's talk a little bit about Father Chris Alar because he's going to be doing some exciting things too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I've affectionately dubbed Tuesday as Father Chris Day because we start off in the morning with him with Mass. He's actually hosting a little, with Marian Press, hosting a little like meet and greet of their own kickoff in the morning. And he's going to bless the expo hall. We're going to process the Eucharist through the hotel to take it to our adoration chapel that'll be open 24/7. Then he's coming back in the afternoon to do our Divine Mercy Chaplet. So, and then on Wednesday, he is actually a speaker. Something that you and I haven't even talked about yet is the fact that while the Law of Life Summit is going on, there is also another track. So let's say there's a couple that has different interests. Well, both of them can come and really get energized because the SEMA, the Coalition of Eucharistic and Marian Apostolates, is having their Pillars of Faith conference track. That's Wednesday and Thursday. And that's where we're going to get revived by the Eucharist and united by the Rosary. And
Wow.
so it's all about this whole event this year is Ora et Labora. So we've got the SEMA prayer warriors, and what I call it is intercessors assemble in that track. So they're all the prayer warriors, Ora. And then Labora is the work of changing the culture for life and faith. And so all of the Law of Life Summit is that preparing us for the Labora. But
Wow.
speaking to Father Chris, he is actually one of the speakers talking about how the Rosary, because he's a Marian father of the Immaculate Conception, and he's talking about the power of the Rosary to unite us. And his talk is on Wednesday afternoon,
Oh,
or maybe
great.
morning. I'm not sure, but his talk is on Wednesday.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have Father Pavone, Father Chris Alar. What other clergy have you booked to? I think isn't Deacon Harold Sivers also going to be highlighted there too?
Absolutely. So we want to energize people's spirits, and who better than Deacon Harold Burke Sivers?
Right.
The guy is such a spiritual powerhouse. He's absolutely electric. If people have not heard him before, you are in for a total treat, and you need to come and experience him. If you have heard him before, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And he is our keynote speaker for our big impact breakfast on Wednesday morning. So we'll start off with Mass by Bishop Joseph Perry, who's an auxiliary bishop of the Chicago area. So we have Mass with Bishop Perry, then followed by our impact breakfast with Deacon Harold. And
Wow.
he's going to be amazing. And he's doing other things during the week because he really wants to come alongside Catholic businesses, organizations, apostolates, and even parishes to really help them basically up their game in terms of how they communicate the message of faith. So
Right.
he's going to be amazing.
Okay. Any other clergy we've left out that are going to be there?
We have Father Luke Mary, who is the spiritual advisor for the World Apostolate of Fatima USA, and he's going to be giving a reflection, a little inspiration on Thursday morning at breakfast. So we've got just super power, and he's so fun. I would have him for his beard alone because we got to get a little bit of that Father Apostoli vibe again because he's
That's
another
right.
CFR priest.
Okay, and then I think also we're going to have Kelly Walquist there of wine. Now, ladies, it doesn't mean we're going to be serving the wine, but this is women in the new evangelization. Tell them a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Kelly is Kelly in the Wine Apostolate is sponsoring our Tuesday evening reception, and we're calling it a wine tasting in quotes. I mean, we do have cash bar. There will be wine available, but it's
Right.
not all about the wine. It's about being connected to the vine and being part of God's vineyard. And she does beautiful things to empower women, because so much of what happens in our culture and with faith, we really need these women to be strengthened and united themselves. Because the more isolated we are, the more difficult it is to raise pro-life children, to raise, faith-filled families, all those kinds of things. So we're really excited that Kelly's going to bring a lot of fun, but also a really solid, kind of frame to that evening.
And then part of that evening too, isn't there a meet and greet of authors? I know I'll be there, right?
Yes, yes. This is one of the favorite parts of the event. So anybody that comes in Tuesday and gets their ticket, this is $100 registration that gets you everything. Gets you access to the expo hall and all the different experiences. The breakfasts and things are ticketed, and the dinner is ticketed. But this author meet and greet is part of the package. And so you get to meet these authors that you may not know about. We have Irene Hannon at this author meet and greet that many Catholics don't know anything about her, but she's sold over 4 million books.
Wow.
Yes, Janet. And she writes clean, fun to read fiction. If you come to our event for nothing else, come and get a book from Irene to read at the beach, okay?
Right. Yeah.
And then go next door to Irene and hang out with Janet, who is going to be promoting and getting everybody in the know about her new book. So can you share a little bit about that, Janet? Because we're excited that you're part of this author meet and greet.
Yes, I will.
It's
In fact, I happen to have a copy of my book right here on my lap. And let me hold this up for everybody. It's called Everything You Need to Know About Abortion for Teens. But I also say it's for adults too. You're going to learn something. And I'm so excited about this book. I will be at the author meet and greet giving away some copies. If you're not coming to CMN and you still would like a copy of my book, you can go to abortionandteens.com. Again, abortionandteens.com. I will give you a personally autographed copy, and I'll personalize it for you too. But Cathy, I'm so excited about this book. First of all, it has a centerfold, right? But this is a really nice centerfold. It shows the unborn baby starting at 7 weeks. It's a little baby album. There's 16 pictures here of that unborn child. Look at this. And so therefore, you know, you can't deny it's a baby. I'm showing the kids this. All beautiful pictures. Here's the baby. There's his ear. There's another one where he's yawning. Another one he's clapping hands. I love it. I love it. And what I do in the book, Cathy, I give them a little history lesson, like how did we get here? How did legalized abortion happen in America? I show them how abortion has been around for centuries. In fact, when I did my research, I found the first mention of a woman trying to terminate her pregnancy occurred all the way back in Egypt in 1500 BC. So, unfortunately, wanting to get ourselves out of being pregnant has been with us, but legality gives permission. And when we, had Roe v. Wade here in America, it opened the floodgates. So I show them the history. I show them all the hard cases, rape, incest, life of the mother. I even go into sexually transmitted diseases and how the better answer is chastity. And I have a full chapter on how to debate this issue and how to be on the offense instead of always the defense. And so I'm so excited about it, Cathy. It's published by Tan Books, as you know. Everything you need to know about abortion for teens. And I think this is a great summer read, like you're saying. Like I said, not just teenagers, but for the adults too. And, People ask me, Janet, why'd you write a book for teens? I said, you know what? Planned Parenthood is targeting them in the public schools, on the college campuses. They have abortion clinics. So your young people are being targeted by the abortion industry. We have to empower them with this truth. So I'm very excited. I wrote it last year. Holy Spirit moment, I guess, because now who would have guessed that abortion would be in the forefront right now? So this is a great tool. Again, abortionandteens.com. I'd love to send any of our viewers here a personalized autographed copy. So one final thing, Cathy, as we close, just run down the website, the prices. Just give them a quick summary because we want to see you in Schaumburg in July. So give them a recap.
Absolutely. So it's called the CMN Momentum Event. We have 3 different conference tracks in addition to the base event that we host. So the conference track for the Writers Guild, the conference track for the Law of Life Summit, and the conference track for the Pillars of Faith for the Prayer Warriors. And it happens July 25th through the 28th. Go to catholicmarketing.com and go to our event page, and you'll see all the different information and all the different links to the schedules for each of the conference tracks. You have to go to that, sort of host website to see the full schedule for what they've got planned. And you can get, there's a hotel link there, which if you use the link from our site, you get access to the discounted room rates. So the $149 a night room rates. And if someone is a member of CMN, they can actually attend this for free. So look and see if you're part of a ministry or an apostolate, or you have a business that you think might benefit from the marketing and the resources of CMN, then join CMN for $75. But if you're not in a position to do that, and that's not the fit for you, then the ticket for a multi-day ticket is $100. So whether you come for 1 day, 4 days, all the way through, or part of the time, it's $100, which is actually a good value when you think of the cost of conferences. And we just really encourage everyone to come and be connected, be united, and be encouraged that no, the world around us looks dark, but we do not have to have darkness in our soul. We can be enlivened and revived by Christ and each other.
Thank you, Cathy, for joining me. And brothers and sisters, I hope I see you in July in Schaumburg, Illinois. So thank you for joining us today on Just Ask Janet. And until next time, remember, brothers and sisters, there are some abortions only you will be able to stop, and some lives only you will be able to save. Join us again next time. Thank you, and God bless.